Hey folks, welcome to the first trail breakdown of 2024. Today we are at Vorlage and we're going to break down Wonton Soup. This trail is one of my faves. It is a double black tech trail and it's got a couple pinch points that are going to be really good to work through, and I think it's going to end up helping me ride the trail better, and hopefully it will help you ride the trail better too. These trail breakdowns are brought to you by Liat, so thank you Liat. If you like this video, hit the like button down below, subscribe to my channel, it really does help me out. And that's enough plugging myself. Let's go ride Wonton Soup. Don't let the start of this trail kind of catch you off guard, because it's definitely one of those trails that sort of picks up steams the further you get down it. It's a fun little side hip here. Woo! Ross likes to throw in these little side hits everywhere, which is great. So coming to the first ski hill traverse. Now, there was talk of maybe gapping into here. And Ross tried to do it last time. I saw it and it seemed pretty gnarly. But it might be doable. So yeah, I'd say coming into the woods here, I'd say high to the right, get the nice dirt. You can go over the middle rock if you want, but then you can sort of kind of cut in through the center and you can see my tire mark. That's what I love about this trail, is it's like, dare I say, loamy. The dirt is great, so that gives you a good opportunity to round that corner out nicely and carry speed to the next section. Locked and loaded. Just kind of float. Nice. So this next section really just kind of flows out. I'm not going to do too much stopping there. Really, where we're going to stop is the midsection, we'll call it, where it gets really rocky, really tight, and really gnarly. So let's flow on down to that. All right, now that we're in breakdown mode, we're gonna flow on down to the next technical section where things start to get real spicy. So, ski hill traverse, come up high on the rocks, boom, open that corner up nice and wide, then stay to the left here, so you can go to the right here, bingo. Yeah, nice. Man, it pays just to kind of slow down and take a look at stuff sometimes. Couple chunky things here. But this section is so fun and you can get a really nice rhythm going. Little jump. Okay, here we are. The gnarly spit. Gnarly spit, the gnarly bit. Cool. All right, let's take a look. So this gnarly section comprises of two rocky chute corners that are one after the other. And there's also like a little bit of a tight kind of rock spine in the middle of the two, just to make things extra super fun. So let's take a look. Woo. The camera never really does anything justice, but basically this is phase one. And most folks tend to go around the outside on the left-hand side and open it up. That way you're kind of nice and in line for that armored area down there. If you hug the inside, things are just a little bit spicier, and you know, you're not really lined up necessarily super well for the next sort of rock armored section. So I do think the ideal line is sort of like a combo of like inside, outside, almost in the middle, kind of where that jagged rock is. Sort of stay to the left of that. Now taking a look from the bottom, definitely looks a little gnarlier from up top. So you can see like chunky rock, excuse me, and sort of more smooth around the outside. So I really do think, although it looks like people have gone straight down here as well, so maybe that's worth trying out as well. The only thing is you're kind of basically jackknifing this corner, so that's not super ideal. So we're gonna take the first off the wide sort of left-hand side. Nice. We're not gonna go full on wide, just a little wide. There we go. All right, let's work on the middle line, which is like the slightly more inside line. It's a bit of a derailer killer, so just be careful. So inside, whoa. Woo. That was gnarly. So we continue along this lovely rock armoring. And we get to what I was kind of calling a spine. So you want to make sure you get right up on top of it, and then you kind of work your way down towards those roots. And again, the corner is pretty sharp and to the right. So what I like to do almost is get right up over top of these really gnarly sort of balled up roots, if it's dry enough, and then go a little bit wide to open up the corner, and then drop sort of right down the middle rocks here. Now another line you could do is, say you don't want to ride over these roots, you can take sort of like a more inside line here, and then you can sort of stay on those off-camber roots and then ride that rock on the inside, or you could drop off into the loamy section, and that sort of might be the fastest way to go. So there are 3 possible lines for this one. You can basically take this kind of like rutted out bit between those 2 rocks. You can stay on top of the rocks, kind of in the middle, or you can do rock to loam. And then that kind of actually sets you up pretty nicely for what I like to just call the Baja section at the bottom. So let's take our sort of middle line. Oh, it's so steppy. Awesome, okay. Compose ourselves. We're gonna go outside. So the way outside, the chiller loam line. Nice. Can I stop is the question. Do I want to stop is the question. That was pretty good. So outside to middle. Over the chunk. Yeah. So we're going outside over the roots, cutting to the inside, which is kind of a rocky, loamy, rootier section. This is definitely a dry line, and also probably not the quickest line, but for the sake of science, we're gonna check out everything. Okay, clipped in, I got a mosquito on my ear. Good, inside, nice. So the last part of the upper section is quite steep. There's a lot of chunks. In the wet, it can be really spicy, really slippery, but it's super duper fun. You basically just have to hold the bike and make sure your braking's on point, and make sure you're not coming in with too much speed because you will blow up. That said, there's a fantastic catch berm at the bottom, and it's a blast to just slam into. So just so you get an idea of the Baja section from a low angle, it's pretty gnarly. A lot of sharp pointy things, a lot of long skinny slippery things, and some dirt. So yeah, let's get it done. Yeah, woo! And as I promised, there's a lovely catch berm at the bottom. Woo! All right, folks, so you've officially made it through the first section of Wonton Soup. There's only one more tough technical section left, but if you made it this far, you've made it through the hard part, so congratulations. All right, upper section of Wonton Soup is done. So let's work our way to the bottom. New this year, some bridge work and a reroute. So this is nice and dry, sweet. And look at this beautiful, beautiful artisanal bridge. This is pretty wild. And again, not too technical. It's pretty steep, so you want to make sure you manage your speed going into it, especially if you don't know what's coming up next. But that's why I record these videos, so people know what to do. Yeah, so, and also maybe try not to aim right for the inside. Maybe try and open that corner up at the bottom a little bit. There's not a ton of support there. So yeah, we'll do the bridge and then we'll get into the last tech section of Wonton Soup. Feeling spicy, you can do a little hop into the bridge. All right, so here we go. A little off-camber action. Ooh. All right, you've come off the bridge and then you work your way into this nice rock work, and then boom, we've got this off-camber sort of root slippery slab. We'll take a look down below as well, but basically you've got two lines. You can go inside and sort of ride the camber, but it's really slippery, so you just gotta watch out for that. Or you could go down low and then scoop back up onto the trail. From down below, you can see the rock a little bit better. So it's kind of off camber towards me. So yeah, you can ride the inside. Again, it's off camber, it's a little gnarly. Make sure you're looking where you're going. Or you can go sort of side and then low, and then you want to make sure that you stay far left where my bike is, sort of this tree. Because if you go over the tree down there, you get sort of sucked into this little off camber bit, and then you can it's really hard to get back onto the trail. All right, wonton soup, top to bottom. High up left. Stay down here. Yeah, nice. Yeah, let it go. Love that section. All right, coming into the gnar. Get your composure, chill out a bit. Get sort of middle line, same here. Also gonna go middle line. Oh, chunky. And then we just let it go. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Nice. Nailed it. Oh. Onto the bridge. Again, regain your composure. Oh, hop in. Oh, almost got sucked into the low part. That's a tough section. Good, and let it go. Woo! All right, folks, that does it for my breakdown of wonton soup. I hope you liked the video, and I will leave a link to my ride and to Trail Forks and to the Vorlage website down below if you want to pick up a trail pass for yourself. Whoa, that was a mouthful, and I will see you out on the trails.